afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. R.L. Harris Incorporated, your Caterpillar dealer for East Tennessee, offering the world's most complete line of construction equipment. And Rogers and Company, your Cadillac Pontiac dealer, the oldest automobile dealer in the Southland, take pleasure in bringing you the University of Tennessee 1959 football game. Today's telecast brings you on film the game played yesterday between the University of Tennessee and the Mississippi State on Shields-Watkins Field in Knoxville, Tennessee. And now here's your commentator, George Mooney.
Hello again, football fans. Well, the weather was hot yesterday. The University of Tennessee Volunteers were as hot. And before the afternoon was over, everyone saw the University of Tennessee and Mississippi State in a slam-bang, head-knocking affair. There were numerous penalties stepped off in the course of the afternoon, and our two fine cameramen, Bob King and Joe Johnson, were on hand to get the shots. We've got some fine slow motion of some very excellent plays for you, and we'll have them in just a moment.
From coast to coast, construction of new city, state, and federal highway systems are underway to better serve our present and future travel requirements. While part of these nationwide programs are being completed, others are just beginning. Here, for example, just outside Knoxville, construction of another section of the new Interstate Highway Route 40 is being completed by Tillett Brothers Construction Company of Shelbyville. As you can see, Tillett Brothers have wisely chosen Caterpillar equipment, sold and serviced in East Tennessee by R.L. Harris Incorporated, to more than 850,000 cubic yards of earth. Caterpillar is prepared and preferred for jobs such as this because of its complete superiority. On job after job, Caterpillar has proven its leadership with exceptional maneuverability, ease of operation, and of course its sturdy construction. Caterpillar is not only built to withstand rugged treatment, but built for economical operation as well. Owners of Caterpillar equipment continually experience greater profits through lower maintenance costs. Choose the finest Caterpillar equipment at R.L. Harris Incorporated in Knoxville, Chattanooga, or Johnson City.
It was a hot, sunshiny afternoon. 82 degrees was the official temperature, but on the field of play, it was roughly 90 degrees or more. Walter Suggs, number 72, and Lavelle White, number 87, are the co-captains for Mississippi State. Number 79, Tennessee's Captain Joe Schaefer. The toss was won by the Mississippi State Maroons, and they elected to receive. You will notice in here, Mississippi State, when they have the ball offensively, used a double wing and also used a lonesome end out yesterday. However, the lonesome end did not figure in any of the actual offensive play. Here's the kickoff. Cotton Lettner kicking off to Willie Daniels on the Mississippi State 4-yard line. And that is Ken Waddell, who along with Bill Major stopped him. Here's the first play from scrimmage. They Thames, the fullback, carrying. Ken Waddell and Ray Moss in on that one to stop him. Picked up 5 yards, 2nd and 5 for the Maroons on their own 39-yard line. The man in motion on the double wing, that's Hill, the quarterback, rolling out and keeping it. And Kenny Waddell comes up there to stop him again. He picked up a first down. This is Daniel and Ray Moss, along with his teammates underneath there to make the stop. 2nd and 7 for the Maroons on their own 49. This is Shoot. And notice that fine end play on Mike LaSource's part. We'll show you that in slow motion. Now watch the way this ends. LaSource will take out the blocker. He puts him down, comes over and makes a good tackle. It is 3rd and 9 for the Maroons on their own 47-yard line. Hill will go back to pass. Pass was intended over there for Shoot, was incomplete. That was Cartwright covering. It's 4th and 9, and Bill Shenrock is in punt formation. He gets off a good boot. However, it goes over the goal line through the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20-yard line, so officially it's a 33-yard punt. On this first play, you'll see the only bad pass from center so far this year for Tennessee. Leading the play a little bit, the ball gets back. Bill Majors run back to pick it up. He was hit in there by several, as you saw, Flowers primarily. It's 2nd and 16. fake quick kick on this play, and Neil Soley, the fullback, carrying. It is 3rd and 12, and Bill Majors will drop into punt formation. And watch the receiver, the safety man, who is Hill. There's a lot of action. He fumbled the ball. He picks it up. He's hit there by Lebron Shields, causing him to fumble, and Wayne Grubb and Mike LaSorcer are down on the ground with the ball. It was a 44-yard punt, Tennessee taking the ball, and we'll show you that in slow motion. Here's the kick. Bounced off his arm. Picks it up. Here come the Tennessee tacklers. That's Wayne Grubb. Bukowski diving. Lebron Shields hitting him. And the ball jarred free with LaSorca and Grubb on the ground to get it. It is a 1st and 10 for Tennessee on the Mississippi State 40-yard line. Tennessee in their single wing to the left. Majors will get the snap and try to come around toward you around right end. Notice the blocking and the running. And 5 men viciously hit him. Let's see that in slow motion. This is Majors with the ball. Neil Soley, the fullback, making a good block. The guards are blocking. Now Majors is in the clear, and look, 5 converged on Bill Majors. Majors shook him up. He left the game at this point, but returned later. It is 2nd and 5 for Tennessee in the Mississippi State 35-yard line. Neil Soley, the fullback, will take the snap this time. Taking the ball there from Gene Etter. Suggs and Lloyd stopped him. It is 3rd and 6. Pass play coming up. Gene Etter will fade to throw. Cotton Lettner will do a good job of receiving. Watch. Good protection, good throw, good catch. We'll show you that in slow motion. This is Etter. Notice the protection for him. Fine work on the part of the linemen and the backfield men blocking. A good catch by Cotton Lettner, hit immediately by Lloyd and Hill. But Tennessee has a 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line of Mississippi State. This is Soley, the fullback, for no gain. 2nd and 10 on the maroon 25. Etter will pass to Mike LaSorca, and you'll see a great catch on this one. There it is thrown. Fine catch, hit immediately, held onto the ball. We'll show you that in slow motion. Mike LaSorca is the receiver. Gene Etter is the passer. There's protection again. Here's the toss. Watch the catch. Isn't that beautiful? And he held onto it as Pat Shute hit him immediately. So it's a 1st and 10 for Tennessee on the Mississippi State 13. Gene Etter, the tailback, will go over left tackle on this play. Found his hole. Hill was responsible for stopping him, and Mississippi State was penalized. Here it is in slow motion. A personal foul occurred on this play against Mississippi State, which moved the ball halfway to the goal line. And it's on the Mississippi State 5, where Tennessee has a 1st down and 2 to go for another 1st down. Gene Etter will be carrying on this next play. Watch the blocking on this play, fans. Tennessee single wing right, Etter going over the weak side tackle. Notice a nice hole open for him, and the little fellow scoots. It is 1st and goal now for Tennessee on the Mississippi State 2-yard line. Neil Soley, alternate captain and fullback of Tennessee, will carry on this next play and plunge into the middle of the line. Mississippi State is there waiting for him. So now it is 2nd and goal. And notice the hole that will be opened up on this next play, which is the touchdown play, going away from you toward the weak side. Here is Etter. Look at that hole. And Tennessee leads 6-0. We'll show you the touchdown play in slow motion. I think that the fans there showing you their exuberance and excitement certainly approved of Tennessee's fine-spirited play. There were many who thought that Tennessee, after being so high for Auburn a week ago, might possibly be down in this one. But that was not the case. We will now have the extra point. Gene Etter will hold while Cotton Lettner kicks. The team against whom a safety is scored has the option of either kicking off, as you would on a normal kickoff, or punting the ball, and the Maroons elected to punt. Glenn Glass, a sophomore, is in for the first time and catches this ball. He is a good hard runner, as you will see later. You will see how hard he can run on some of the plays. It is 1st and 10. And Glass, a sophomore tailback, making his first collegiate appearance, takes a snap from center. He wants to stay up and keep going. Let's show you that in slow motion. Got blocking. Up over the would-be tackler. Watch the legs work now. It's a way to try to get forward for the extra yardage. And he's clobbered here. It is 1st and 10 for Tennessee on the Mississippi State 39-yard line as a result of a 15-yard penalty for personal foul infraction. Severance is in at wingback and will run the wingback reverse. There he goes. He is tackled by Stacy, a brother of All-American Billy Stacy of the Maroons. It is 2nd and 10. Glass takes and is stopped there by Shaw, and it is 3rd and 9. Glenn Glass will now attempt his first collegiate pass. He'll have protection, which he does. You notice how those linemen are working. He throws, and the pass is intercepted by Shenrock, who is tackled by Phillips, the intended receiver. So it is 1st and 10. Here's that play in slow motion. Notice the protection for him. And Shenrock intercepts. There were 2 receivers in that area for Tennessee. Phillips, who makes a stop there, and Charlie Severance, who comes up. And Mississippi State has a 1st and 10 in their own 40. That is Bethune, and he just couldn't get around them. It is 2nd and 9. Tohill is now in at quarterback, rolls back to throw, and that was complete to Kelly with J.W. Carter creasing him. Carter is a sophomore Tennessee fullback. Here's Shenrock with the ball, and the draw play did not fool anyone, and Big Ken Frost was in there on the play to stop him on the attempted draw. Tennessee was penalized, 15 yards of personal foul, and so it's 1st and 10 for the Maroons on the Tennessee 46-yard line. That is Thames, the fullback, and Phillips stops him. With help, it is 2nd and 5. Tohill throws, and that was incomplete. The Vols were offsides in the play, penalized 5 yards. So it's 2nd and 1 for the Maroons on the 36-yard line. This pass play will be complete. Tohill throwing to Welch, who is hit by Sadler. So it is a 1st and 10 for the Maroons on the Tennessee 25-yard line. That is Tohill. A completed pass to Bethune, who is upended there by Charlie Severance, and we'll show you that pass play in slow motion. Here is Tohill with the ball. He has protection on this one. He hits Bethune, who does a good job of stepping around Husband and Sadler. But Charlie Severance really upends him. So it is 2nd and 2 for the Maroons on the Tennessee 17-yard line. And at this point, there were many who thought this could be the Maroon drive. Wayne Grubb stopped Thames, and it's 3rd and 1 on what is going to be the last play of the first quarter. And that is Thames hitting into the line, stopped there, and the score at the end of the first period was Tennessee 9 and the Mississippi State Maroons nothing. Now this next period has some very interesting play. You'll see that the Maroons were virtually snake-bit when it came close to them scoring a touchdown. We'll be back with the second quarter in a moment.
Perfect proportion, wide track wheel design, ease of handling, provocative styling. All these important features combine to give you a fresh point of view in motoring excellence from Pontiac, 1960. And here it is, the incomparable new 1960 Pontiac, now on display at Rogers & Company, your Pontiac Cadillac dealer, West Main at Henley. Pontiac for 1960 features 4 brilliant series from which to choose. There's the elegant Bonneville series, a car that will give a new lift to your motoring life. The heart of its fiery spirit is a 303 horsepower Tempest V8 engine. Then there's the sparkling Star Chief series, sure to be first choice of millions of car buyers this year because of its lavish attention to luxury and convenience. 4 interior color combinations match or complement 15 magic mirror body colors. And Pontiac 1960 introduces the brand new Ventura series, custom styled in 2 richly appointed models, with full carpeting and distinctive instrument panel. And in no other car can you buy so much luxury at so little cost. And last but not least, the luxurious Catalina series, whose crisp taut beauty is a perfectly proportioned tribute to your good taste. Choose from 15 body colors, 5 interiors. Visit Rogers & Company, your Pontiac Cadillac dealer, tomorrow. See for yourself what we mean when we say the fresh point of view in motoring excellence is from Pontiac 1960.
Into the second quarter, Mississippi State had possession of the ball on the Tennessee 12-yard line with a first down and 10. Thames was stopped in the center in the first play, 2nd and 8. And Schaefer and Moss were in there to do a good job of stopping Thames, the fullback. That is the fullback carrying. And Tohill will now carry. Goes into the line and is stopped in there, and Tennessee takes over on down. 1st and 10 on their own 3-yard line. Gene Etter will drop back into punt formation. You'll see the Maroons a little over anxious here. Their line was offside. The ball was not snapped, and so the ball was moved out to the 8-yard line, giving Etter a little more room in which to drop back and punt. Tohill receives the ball on the Mississippi State 48. And Wayne Grubb, along with several of his teammates downfield. Mike Lasorso also in. Mississippi State was guilty of clipping and penalized 15 yards. So the Maroons have the ball on their own 41-yard line, 1st down and 10. This is the halfback shoot taking it on the slant. Moss and Shields stopping him. It is 2nd and 7. Thames the fullback. And Lukowski and Cartwright were underneath that pile of orange jerseys. It is now 3rd and 5. Here is Hill back to throw. He throws one behind the line to Thames, and Captain Joe Schaefer brings him down for a 7-yard loss on the pass play. We'll show you that in slow motion. Here is Hill back to throw. He's being rushed there by Mike Lasorsa, and the pass is complete to the fullback who trailed back. That's Thames. And here is Captain Joe Schaefer. And there is where the clipping penalty was called. However, Tennessee declined that penalty. And it'll be 4th and 12 for the Maroons on their own 39-yard line. Shanerock gets off a punt. There'll be a good return on this. Little Gene Etter was almost trapped there. Now he outruns him. Look at that block for Tennessee. Beautiful block. And a good bit of running on the part of the Mighty Mouse, Gene Etter. We'll show you that punt return in slow motion. You'll see some good downfield blocking on the part of the Tennessee Volunteers. It takes good running. It also takes that good blocking. Here's Etter. Gene does a good job of getting away from the first man downfield. That's Willie Daniel who misses him. As Powers a tackle, who is going to get a nice crease from Joe Lukowski. First and 10 for the Volunteers. J.W. Carter is now in at fullback for Tennessee. And Carter, a sophomore, still keeps trying to dig and go after he was tripped. Tripped in there by Lloyd. It is 2nd and 6. This is Gene Etter. Notice that fine double-team block of Tennessee's. Tennessee was penalized 15 yards for holding in that play. It is 2nd and 18 on the Tennessee 43-yard line. Gene Etter drops back to quick kick and gets the one down to the 12-yard line of Mississippi State, a 45-yard quick kick. On this first play for Mississippi State, they have the 1st and 10 in their own 12. Don Leak is the right end for Tennessee. He's up there at the top of your screen. Watch him go in this play. No one blocked him, and he made a beautiful tackle. Don Leak going in, throwing Hill for a loss. 2nd and 16 for the Maroons, back in their own 6-yard line. And here is the best kick of the afternoon for the Maroons. Shenrock gets off a quick kick that's good for 77 yards. He got it high in the air, was over the head of Gene Etter, the safety man, took a good bounce and a good roll. And that's Ed Smith, who neckties and slams little Gene. Watch Carter dive in this play. There's the fullback, and ride him, boy, for 5 yards. It is 2nd and 5. This is Gene Etter. You notice that double team block. They carried him clear out of the field. It is 3rd and 2. And Etter will go into punt formation. This is Hill returning. And Tom Husband was downfield to stop him. It is 1st and 10 now for Mississippi State in their own 41-yard line. This is Welch. Ken Frost and Marvin Phillips stopped him. Mississippi State penalized in that play, 15 yards of personal foul. So it's 1st and 24 for the Maroons in their own 27. Watch this pass. It will be intercepted. Tohill overthrows the intended receiver, and Gene Etter intercepts. Kelly, for whom the pass was intended, made the tackle. We'll show you that play in slow motion. Tohill fades to throw. Baldini trying to get in there. Etter intercepts. Kelly bringing him down. So Tennessee has a 1st and 10 in their own 40. And Etter will quick kick on this first play. Ball on the 15, Tohill picking it up. And Mississippi State was penalized there for 15 yards. A holding penalty, and the Maroons have a 1st and 10 in their own 11. Welch and Tohill got mixed up in the play, so it is now 2nd and 11. Watch this Bethune shoot through here. A quickie, he got out into the clear momentarily. Gene Etter making the stop. And it's a 1st down for the Maroons on their own 27-yard line. Thames, the fullback, carrying, and Liebren Shields with the rest of his teammates stopping the forward motion. 2nd and 8 for Mississippi State in their own 29. This is Bethune hitting the middle. Shields again down underneath the play. It is 3rd and 6. Tohill fades the throw, and he hits his receiver, Bethune, and Kenny Waddell makes a good tackle. A 1st and 10 for Mississippi State on their own 41. And that is Cartwright, who almost intercepted but did manage to break it up. So to 2nd and 10. Cartwright will intercept this one. Notice the lineman rushing, how the ball is deflected, and 3 Tennessee men went after it, and Cartwright came down with the ball. It was Shields who deflected that ball. And so Mississippi State loses the ball. Tennessee 1st and 10. Here's Etter back to pass. Watch this beautiful play. 45 yards and a TD. A perfectly thrown pass, a perfect reception, and a good run, and we'll show you that in slow motion. You will note that this play started off, to all appearances, as if it were going to be a running play, and it completely pulled the Mississippi State defense to the left. Here they come. Good blocking. Notice Gene turn around. Throws for Waddell. It was beautifully executed all the way around. Every man carrying out his job. So a 45-yard TD, and Tennessee was out in front by a score of 15-0. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Gene Etter will hold, and Cotton Lettner will miss his first extra point attempt of the year. First one he has missed, and the score is 15-0. Lettner will kick off. Comes forward. Welch is the receiver. And Ken Markwood, a sophomore, was in to make the stop. 1st and 10. This is Bethune carrying, and Marquardt again in on it. It is 2nd and 6. Tohill back to throw. Hits Welch. And Kenny Waddell gives him a good blocking tackle. It's 1st and 10 on the Mississippi State 45 for the Maroons. They will complete another pass. Tohill will throw to Brooks the end. That was Jack Kyle trying to get in there. Completed pass to Brooks. Neil Soley pushed him out of bounds. It is 1st and 10 for the Maroons. Tohill again hits Brooks. And that's Phillips and Waddell. Marvin Phillips, number 84, and Kenny Waddell, number 18, stopping. This is Hill throwing now. Tom Husband broke it up. It is 3rd and 4. Hill back to throw again. That was incomplete to Wade. And so now it's 4th down. Hill again goes back and circles the end as the first half ends, and the score at halftime as the Volunteers go into the dressing room there. Tennessee 15 and the Mississippi State Maroons nothing. We've got some big excitement coming up in the 3rd period, so stand by.
From day to day, we are constantly reminded of the ever-increasing growth of East Tennessee by means of new construction. Construction of private homes, apartments, office buildings, and industrial plants, each signifying another step in the progress of our city. And here is a prominent factor in this construction. It's Caterpillar equipment sold and serviced by R.L. Harris Incorporated. Yes, Caterpillar, like this 955 Traxcavator, owned by Tyler Smith Contractors of Knoxville, is the equipment most preferred to clear the way for future construction. And with its matchless power, dependability, and low cost of operation, Caterpillar has proven its ability to complete jobs of this nature, large or small, better, faster, and cheaper. Versatility is also a very definite advantage of Caterpillar equipment that helps to complete this job. Its remarkable adaptability to any condition is truly amazing. Why not experience the many outstanding features of Caterpillar equipment yourself by contacting R.L. Harris Incorporated for a free demonstration?
Tennessee had the option at the start of the second half, and Captain Joe Schaefer elected to receive. Suggs will kick off for the Maroons, and Neil Soley will take the ball on the Tennessee 13 and return it 20 yards. Soley taking the ball. And he's stopped in there by Daniel. 1st and 10 for Tennessee on their own 33-yard line. Neil Soley is a fullback. The ball is snapped to him. And he fights forward there for 4 yards. Tom Good and Powers stopped him at 2nd and 6 for Tennessee on their own 37. Gene Etter is a tailback. And that is Etter with the ball. He was stopped by Good, and it's 3rd and 3. Neil Soley will pick up the first down here. Watch him hurdle. Up and high and over the first down on the Tennessee 44-yard line. Ken Waddell will carry in this play in a beautifully executed wingback reverse. He's at the top of your screen now. Here he comes. Takes the ball from Etter. A good block for him to clear the way. And Waddell scampers and picks up a first down before Tohill stopped him on the Mississippi State 46-yard line. This is Gene Etter. And that time he was hit before he had a chance to find a receiver. Good was the man who broke through unmolested. Waddell will go on the reverse again this time, however, did not have good possession of the ball, fumbled, and it is recovered by Mike LaSorsa, who certainly played an alert game at end for Tennessee. This is Etter in punt formation. A 49-yard kick. Daniel with the ball. And Mike LaSorsa down there to make the tackle. And that was Cartwright, who was blocked over. Here is Shute going around left end. Cartwright slowed him down a bit. Or rather, that is Cartwright there, and Shields, who hit him also. Shields and Cartwright getting him. Tennessee had a questionable penalty of delay of game, which made it 1st and 5 for Mississippi State on the 43-yard line. Tohill rolls out. Incomplete, intended for Brooks. It is 2nd and 5. Mississippi State's ball on their own 43. Tohill ready to throw.